Okay, I'm going to be saying random stuffs here because I'm on live and I'm new on live video. I just activated the feature of going live recently on YouTube, and I'm a newbie here. I don't know how to operate this or navigate this their live whatever. So I'll be testing everything. So I may be saying some, you know. So just so you know. So as you all know from the caption, I'm making this live video from AFIT straight. So, just to show you that I've reached the requirements for going live on YouTube. Yeah, so that's just it. No serious reason coming live, just for coming sake. That's why I came live. Yeah. Okay, so basically, to at least reduce the boredom that, because speaking as if the life is just boring, I will just be discussing any topic, any random topic. Anyone that joined the live, if you choose a topic of discussion, let's discuss. For me, I'll choose the topic of aerospace engineering in AFIT. Aerospace engineering in the prestigious AFIT. And basically, I may just try to discuss some, my view of aerospace engineering in AFIT before I became a student and currently as a student. That's my view of aerospace engineering when I am in JSS 1, JSS 2, or from when I'm in primary school, or from when I was in nursery school up to when I got into primary school and finished primary school, secondary school, now in university. So I'll be saying my view about the course aerospace engineering at those different stages. Now, stage number 1, nursery school. When I was in nursery school, I did nursery school in one primary school like that. One government school like that. And I think I did primary school I think I did nursery school in one private school before they switched my school for a public school. I don't know, but I came to realize that I did nursery school in one government school like that, and that time I don't know anything about aerospace engineering. All I know was that our teacher used to tell us if we are good, one day we'll enter this plane that's flying. I mean, when we see planes flying in the sky, our teacher, while she'll be singing all these nursery rhymes and everything, she'll be like, you should come out and take a look at the airplane, especially some of those airplanes that are very close to the ground. Then after looking at it, she'll be like, oh yeah, you can go back inside. After going inside, then she'll now start gisting us, telling us stories and how she was able to, she have never ever entered an airplane, but her mates have entered, and the lesson behind it is that some of us, if we are determined and we are serious, we make our parents proud and pursue our career. Some of us are going to become pilots and will enter these planes as many times as we want to enter. So basically, that is all I know that is mostly related with aerospace engineering as at that time. But as at primary school, I got little knowledge about aerospace engineering, right? Now, what's the knowledge I got? Begin to do some little, let's say, crafts, like this paper jet. This paper jet that you beat and just throw it and it will be flying. So I learned how to make that paper jet. That's my step 2 of my knowledge of aerospace engineering. Yeah. And basically what I learned in the paper jet is aerodynamics. I did not know that is the name as at that time. I did not know it's called aerodynamics because now the paper jet is having no engine, is having no propeller. So what it's using to fly is like it's using air to fly. Okay, so there's a way the angle at which you will throw it and it will fly to a far distance, and the angle at which we throw it and it will fly to a low distance. And I think that is angle of attack now, right? Now I know it's angle of attack, but that time I did not know that is new. That's basically what I know about aerospace engineering as at primary school. Now, university, not university first, secondary school. Junior secondary school and senior secondary school. Senior secondary school was when I came to know that there is what we even call aeronautic engineering. I've not known aerospace engineering yet though. I only know aeronautic engineering. And what is aeronautic engineering? Aeronautic engineering is, I came to know it as people. Aeronautic engineers, right, are people who build airplanes, design them, assemble them, and just people who work on airplanes. That's what I came to know as aeronautic engineering. And I know different type of aeronautic engineers, those who are repairing it and those who are basically building it, right? Now I now develop passion for it. I was now like, I want to become an aerospace engineer, an aeronautic engineer. I have a friend that time who also had the same dream, for him not to become an engineer but a pilot. So it was a good, a good time to decide. Like, I don't know how to put it, but it was just interesting to see that I have someone of like mind around. And most times we'll be discussing about flights, pilots, airplanes, everything. And that's my stage 3 bar of what I know about aerospace engineering, basically. Now, after secondary school, I'm thinking I'm missing a lot of details. And I'm not giving this story how I want to give it. Okay? So after that, after secondary school, I think I'll just pause more because welcome to the live. Please like. Tell me where you're watching from. I'm new on this life. What are the things? Nothing. What are the things to even press or do it? Hello, welcome. I appreciate your like. Please, what's your name? I really appreciate the subscription. God bless you. Welcome. This is my first, I won't say my first live, but it's more like my first live. So this is my first time coming live on YouTube. So I'm glad to see your comment too. Welcome, TK. Is that your name? Please introduce yourself. My name is John Joseph, a student of AFIT. Yeah. So please, can I know you also? By the way, thank you for the like and the subscription. I think someone else joined. So you're also welcome. This is my first time on live, on YouTube live, because of you guys. You guys subscribed, like my videos, making YouTube to grant me the feature of live. You have to reach some certain requirements before you can go live on YouTube. So I'm very grateful for you guys making me to reach that requirement. So now I'm just going to continue a story I started earlier. I'm still waiting for your introduction, your name, where you're watching me from. So I'm just going to continue from where I stopped in a story I was talking about earlier. Just for story's sake, I was giving a story about me in nursery school, primary school, secondary school, and universities, and my knowledge about the course aerospace engineering as a field of study in AFIT, Airforce Institute of Technology, Kaduna. So now I was about to give my view on aerospace engineering on these different stages of my academic journey, right? In nursery school, how I viewed aerospace engineering. In primary school, how I viewed aerospace engineering. In secondary school, how I viewed aerospace engineering. And in university now, how I view aerospace engineering. So I stopped at junior secondary school. Now, in senior secondary school, I was to choose either science class or art class. The details and whatever happened is too long, so I'm not going to be saying it. So the end, whatever is that, I end up becoming a science student, right? So throughout that period, SS1, SS2, SS3, I was developing myself fully for aerospace engineering. Like, anybody who asks me, what are you going to study in university? I'll be like, aeronautic engineering. I want to be an engineer that will make planes, Nigerian made planes and all of that. So at least at this point, I already know what is aerospace engineering. I now know that aerospace engineering is a course, or is a field of study, or is a field on its own, under which we have astronautic engineering and aeronautic engineering. So I now know that if I was to become an aeronautic engineer, it means I am a type or a kind of aerospace engineer. And if I was to study aeronautic engineering, it's very hard in Nigeria. All these kind of things, I get to know them. And schools offering aeronautic engineering in Nigeria are very few. I came to know about Obafemi Awolowo University. It's a private university, but I don't know. But there's one AFIT of Alola. Yeah, AFIT of Alola University, a private university. And then I came to know about the university and sorry. I know about ABU Zaria first. So I heard about their scores, their JAMB cutoff mark, whatever that you need to gain admission. So I was training against it, because whatever it takes, I was ready to give it to get aeronautic engineering. And I learned that ABU Zaria are not even doing aeronautic engineering. I may be wrong, because then I was not having access to good information. I was not even having phone of my own, so you know what that means. So, and I don't have anyone in ABU Zaria or that is already an aeronautic engineer or that could coach me or stuff. No. So I now learned that ABU Zaria are not doing aeronautic engineering as a course. They are only doing aviation, meaning they are only training pilots, not engineers, not aeronautic engineers. So even at that, I decided to like, okay, I will go for the aviation course, so at least it will bring me a step closer. So in case I want to go and further to become an aeronautic engineer, they will honor that qualification in aviation that I've gotten. So I did. I got good scores in my. I performed very well in my science courses, especially physics. I became so good at physics that at the time of graduating, when it comes to physics, many people know who to go to. And when it comes to chemistry, they also know, though I'm not I won't say I am the best in chemistry. There's always one guy that will always be there, or one girl that will always be there to beat you in the course you think you are the best at. But see all those science courses, when they are talking of the top best in them, you look for me. So I wrote JAMB, I wrote WAEC, I wrote NECO, and at that time I now came to know about AFIT. Yes, Airforce Institute of Technology. That was the time I came to know about Airforce Institute of Technology. So, and in fact, not that I just saw it on internet, I did not even, it was someone that told me about it. What the person told me about it, that I said I want to study aeronautic engineering. I said yes. The person now said, okay, there is a school that is newly open to civilians, and the school offers the course, but it's not offering the course straight as aeronautic engineering, but as aerospace engineering. Am I willing to apply to that school? I said yes. So aerospace engineering, by this time I've already known that aerospace engineering is also aeronautic engineering. Understand? Aeronautic engineering is a branch of aerospace engineering. So I know that even if I do not see aeronautic engineering straight up to study, if I go for aerospace, I can still study aeronautic engineering in master's level or stuff. So I now applied to AFIT. Post-UTME came. In fact, the application process itself was somehow. I did not even know everything to do, but I shall completed everything. Post-UTME came. I did not have anybody in Kaduna to come and stay and write post-UTME in the person's side. So I luckily God did how he does his things, and I got somewhere to stay and wrote my post-UTME. After post-UTME now, we were in the group meant for aspirants who are aspiring to become AFIT students. But wait, so I think I've missed a lot of details. I will go back again. I want to go back again. Where will I start from? I will start from my secondary school again. So, secondary school, while preparing to apply for aerospace engineering or aeronautic engineering as I know it then, I bought a lot of past questions. I bought this what is it called? Is it all inclusive? Not all inclusive. I don't know what it's called, but this is past question that contains past questions of all the core science subjects. So I bought them and I was practicing them, and also bought more of physics and mathematics past questions. So I practiced. JAMB came. On the day of JAMB, I was kind of very confident that at least I've read, so it shouldn't be a surprise there in JAMB. When I entered the hall, I was now like, no time. That's just the thing that reduced my gra. So I now be like, don't anyhow because I believed at that point already that the cutoff mark for aerospace engineering was around 250. If you want to get aerospace engineering, you should get score 250 and above. Some schools some schools I can't remember also said you should score at least 270. So I was aiming for 300 and anything above 300. When I entered JAMB hall, I just humbled. Like the JAMB this thing humbled me immediately. So I wrote my JAMB. I saw my score. It was a pretty good score as at that time. So I used the DC to apply for JAMB. I will not also forget to mention about my friends. That's my friend in JSS that time that were supposed to we have the same vision of being in the aviation or aeronautic field. He's no more in. Hello, Ramet Samuel. Welcome to my live video. So, hope you know my name already. In case you don't know, my name is John, a student of Airforce Institute of Technology. So you're welcome to my live. This is my first live video. First live or second self, I don't know. This is my first live video. So I was giving a story. So you can just reverse the life, like forward it backward to see where I started from. So now my friend that time is no more. We are no more together again. We are separated right from that GSS. So yeah, the details slept for that time. So I don't know. So I'm not going to say everything here. We'll say it another time. Which one again? So I used this code to apply for post UTMA, and then I also made good friends also in SS. So SS, some of the friends were also applying for AFIT. We were like four of us that were applying for AFIT, and guess the course all of us put. Aside from my first friend I got that have a vision of aeronautical aviation career, now we have made a lot of friends, and we are like four of us that are applying to my school that I am now. That time that we were in secondary school, we were like four of us that are applying for this school from the same science class. So four of us applied, but guess the course we are all applying: aerospace, cyber security. Aerospace, cyber security. So, well, to the saddest part is that all of them that applied, they did not get. It's only me that got. So basically, because I made a decision that they are afraid to make. Like, they don't even want to consider that as a decision. So they rejected. You understand? Yeah. You watch some of my video, you get to know the decision I'm talking about. So when we applied, we were waiting for admission. We were in their WhatsApp group, the aspirants group, and what happened in the aspirants group? So everybody were gisting, we were wishing each other admission, so that we were wishing and praying that everybody get admission, so that we'll see ourselves physically in AFIT, all of us that are chatting. So I'll still go back to the time of post-UTM. When I came to AFIT to write post-UTM, we met people, we exchanged contact like within ourselves. So when we went back in the group that we are as aspirants, we already know some of us physically. So we're praying to meet again. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So all of that. So when they now started giving admission, it was one evening like that. So they were now like, people have started seeing admission. No, AFA, who have seen admission in this group, they start seeing people dropping their admission. This thing, view once. You know it's WhatsApp now. View once, and you just click and you see someone aerospace engineering. You shout, "Hey, this is the course I want," and this person just badge it like this. Which course you see cyber security? Which course you see aerospace? Which course you see mechanical, electrical, computer science, other courses? So at some point, it was like 3 days after people started seeing admission. Me, I haven't seen mine, and my colleagues also haven't seen theirs. So we were now like, are you sure AFIT is going to even give us admission? So some of them even gave up. They were like, I'm going to change to another school. Others were like, if they like, may they give. If they like, may they not give. Be safe. I don't really, you understand those kind of things. Just some discouraging talks. So, but me, I was there. I was following it up back to back. I chatted some of them that got the admission. So, like, even in the group, if you could ask your question and chat anything you want to chat. So we're chatting in the group. We're now asking them what did they do specially that made them got the admission. So some of them were saying some kind of things, you understand, but few of them just said it's just exactly like we are also hoping that they were hoping, and they just saw the notification. So we should also be hoping and be trusting God for our own admission. So we hoped and hoped and hoped and hoped and hoped to get into, like, I don't know, but it took really long that AFIT started giving deadlines. They were like, if you have not seen your admission till up till now, so time. I think it was like the next day or 2 days from that time. They now said, if you have not seen your admission, then you are not admitted. Then just know that you have not seen your admission up to that tomorrow. You are not admitted. You understand? So they are going to close admission. The only option left that they sent through email to us was that we should go and change course. You understand? So they sent list of courses for us to go and change. They sent those who applied for aerospace. I don't know if that thing is based on your mark. I don't know how they are doing it, but they just sent some courses that are not saturated yet that you can switch to. So those who agreed and switched to got their, in their jam caps it was showing screening in progress, but the moment they changed their course, it started showing admission in progress, meaning they are working on their admission. So in less than 24 hours, those who changed courses started seeing, you have been admitted, congratulations, blah 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 blah. So I also changed my course, and that is what now make AFIT to now change my portal from screening in progress to admission in progress. In one way, I was very angry, and in the other way, I was kind of slightly happy, because that's not the course I've been dreaming to study. So what now happened again? Before I even changed my course, what happened in that period was, what again? What happened in the period before I changed my course? Welcome to the live video. Like and subscribe. Tell me where you are watching from. What was I saying? I was giving a story back. So before I was able to develop that courage to change my course from what I want to study to what they are offering me to change to, it took me eternity. Like, I was thinking about it. Am I going to change my career or something? So finally I now decided to change. So I changed from aerospace engineering that I applied to mathematics, pure mathematics, BSc mathematics. So from there, start screening in progress. So you have been admitted, congratulations. And by the way, I had someone advising me at that point. So I was telling the person, should I reapply next year, or I should just go with the options, any of the options. So alongside my parents and some other good people around, they told me some advice, but the decision was mine to make. So I chose mathematics. After accepting admission, then we wait for registration, right? Resumption and registration. So we came to AFIT. We started registration. By the way, I did not have anybody there, so I came. It was a journey to your dream school, your second dream school or your third dream school, but not on your dream course. I was busy looking at the environment while others were doing registration. That first day, and I think first and second, third day, I was not doing registration. I came, but I was not doing registration. I was just looking, going around, exploring, looking at the classroom, looking at AFIT have airplanes everywhere. Even if it's not, I don't know if it's functional or not functional. They're just there like statues. So I'm just going to like snap picture around them, all of those things and that and that and that. So as at the fourth day, as clearance, I've already done clearance, no, my clearance, I've not done clearance. My clearance, acceptance fee, tuition fee, which one again? Thank you for the like. Who like the like? God bless you. You're welcome to the live. Please like if you are still hearing my voice. So, what was I will say? I say I started my registration around the 4th or even the 5th day of me coming to AFIT. So I was now in AFIT. I've not paid for hostel, so I do not know how where to stay. So I met a very good senior that time. He was in 300 level that time. He was in 300 level and he's doing telecommunication engineering. So with his group of friends, and there was someone I stayed with during post-UTME. So the person also was also, understand, he was also there, everything like that. So I now followed my colleagues, those who are also new students that are just coming from home. I followed them and we went. They showed us the hostel that we should go and register. So we went there. Those who were trying to process their registration, in my mind I was like, if I'm not able to register anything or complete my registration before that night, I will go to where I wrote post UTME and go and stay there. So when we were processing our this thing, they now told us that if we are not able to process, we should go and use the hostel. You understand? Use the hostel, put our luggages and rest for today. Then tomorrow we'll continue. So we went. We were already making friends at that time as new students. So some of my friends, my colleagues at that time, that we just know ourselves. We went to one room like that. So we sweep the room. Come and see dirty. We swept every dirty out and clean everything. We went to the hostel admin. Pending our registration, when we are done with our hostel accommodation registration. So when I now stayed there, if you see the way I crash on bed there, like the way I slept, the stress, that I'm sleeping with one eye closed and one eye open, because after all I've not known the environment. So I was thinking, based on the stories I've heard about universities, I was thinking it's a place like where someone can just come and beat you, bully you, collect your phone, shout on you, all these kind of things. So I was very ready for such things. I hid my phone very well, and I locked all my luggages that have padlocks and hide my keys. So I wake up the next day. Is that next day I now paid for tuition fee, clearance, accommodation, everything. So they now gave me my own legal hostel. So I packed all my luggage. I did not pack immediately, because I was there with my friends. I cannot leave my friends. They are already giving us different rooms. Some of our friends are going to another rooms, and there is this bond already forming. So we don't want to leave ourselves. We refuse to go to our other rooms. We were still there together, doing our things together, till everybody among us finish our registration totally, left to start classes. So some of us now begin to go to their own legal rooms. So me too are now left. So although we felt that kind of, we don't want to leave each other, we later left each other. So mainly because, not because we wanted to leave, but because the people who have that room where we were temporarily staying, who legally have it, started coming. So you that is there temporarily cannot remain there when the legal owners are already coming. So we have to leave. So I went to story building, room 3, first floor. You will get to know the room if you come to AFIT. Story building, boys hostel, room 3, first floor. So I went there. My old roommates that I've already made friends with, followed me, escorted me, packed my luggage, everything, and came. So that's how we did for each other. Anybody that is going to his room will follow back his this and go. So during my time, they did it for me too. I came to my new room. I met another new set of people there again. I arranged my own bed, packaged my bag in its new locker. There's a locker that will give you. Packaged my bag in the new locker. Everything just went fine, and then I cooked immediately. I ate, and I sleep. On waking up, I went to the school, the main school. The hostel section is different from the main school premises. So I went to the main school premises, and I learned that they have Wi-Fi. Free Wi-Fi. I will call it free Wi-Fi. Though it's not free, I learned that it's not free because you indirectly pay for it in your school fees. But based on as at that time, I call it free Wi-Fi. So I accessed the Wi-Fi, and I was busy watching videos. That time I needed to watch videos, but I did not have steady power supply from my home and data. So now that I have the opportunity, see free electricity, see free Wi-Fi, so I connected. I watched a lot of comedies first. So I watched a lot of, and now switch to educational videos. I like all this made me to apply aeronautic engineering. So I watched all those disassembling aircraft, assembling aircraft, and all these tech kids, those children that are making DIY helicopters, DIY all these things, science exhibitions and all of that. I watched it. I came to this main school premises around 4 bar. Yes, around 4 or 3 or so, I don't know. So I stayed up to 6 hours before I left back for hostel. So I went back to hostel, and I packaged my things, locked everything I need to lock again, and then slept. Remember, I'm not used to those new people. I'm already used to the old roommates. This one now are new roommates. I did not know them. I'm not used to any of them. So I have to master them. So I have to be careful while adapting, so that they will not steal any of my things. So that's everything that happened. Then in the next day, we started talking already. Aside from greeting, the next day we started talking, because I think we were discussing one topic. Is it about football or something? So that made us to start talking within ourselves. So we begin to know each other small, gradually. Then lecture now starts. The next week, Monday, was week for lecture, and also late registration. So I've already done my own registration, so late registration does not concern me. And late registration is when you pay additional fee for registering late as a new student. So late registration does not concern me. So school started, and the first class I had was just basically explaining its chemistry. So they were explaining definitions and some terms in chemistry, valence electrons, blah blah blah, blue. So we left that class, and before I continue, there are things I noticed about the school and about the school. They are very kind. Compared to my ideology of university. All this your parents will tell you, when I went to university, I went to Uni Ibadan or Uni Jos or Uni Port, and there's courses. If you are not careful, if you are not wise, they will initiate you on your first day of coming. They will steal your things, all these kind of things. So I have that ideology, but compared to what I see in the school, I just fashion that ideology, because I know that everybody here are kind. They will even, if you just ask questions like, please, where can I submit my receipt, I just paid, and all this kind of thing, they will just direct you kindly. Some may even leave what they are doing, direct you, make sure you figure out your direction before they will go back and continue what they are doing. So I noticed that everybody are kind. And also in hostel, if you mistakenly stay lonely, you eventually look lonely, some people will come and tell you, how far, hope you are fine, is there anything you need help on, you understand, that kind of thing. I don't know that this school they are kind people here. So I was there, I made new friends in that my room. People also coming in. I made a friend called Martins. I'm not going to call his full name, but he was a very good friend. So when he came, introduced ourselves, I get to know him very well, he got to know me too. So now we were exchanging contact. So he told me he was in 400 level that time. He's in 400, 300, I don't know, but he's a senior that time. So he told me, in case I'm confused in my registration process, I should call him. in case I need any help, I should call him. I should not be dying in silence. So I said okay. So when anything I need that I know I'm confused on, I'll quickly call him. I'll quickly dial his number. So he was guiding me through alongside other people. I made another friend, 400 level as at that time, automotive engineering. His name is Faith, and I made a lot of friends in aerospace engineering, because one thing is that for me to be in a community of aerospace engineers, potential aerospace engineers, which is my dream, I felt like it would be nice to first mingle with them. There was one thing that they used to say, the friends you make shape you or define you, something, whatever, I don't know. But I shall know that thing. That is what I used, the idea that I have. I made a lot of friends, aerospace engineering. Some of them, I will be asking them questions about AFIT, aerospace engineering courses every. So they'll tell me aerospace engineering is nice. This. Whereas me, I'm studying maths instead of my dream aerospace engineering. In a way, it's discouraging and it's making me angry. Seeing them aerospace engineering, my dream course, and they are telling me about aerospace engineering. Why me? I'm doing maths now. So everything was happening. What now happened again, sir? I think. Let me remember. So. I think okay. Someone took me and we went to see around. It's not Faith though. It's a guy. He's not in the school again. I think he have graduated or something. I don't know, because after that time I didn't see him again. I only saw him one time. He was doing registration to submit some document. So maybe he has graduated. I don't know. So he took me around. He showed me some stuff. I was very afraid to even follow him, sha. I was very afraid to follow him to see around. But I cautiously followed and we went around. We see everything. He took me to LRs. If you come into AFIT, you know the LR I'm talking about. LR, this is 100 level LR. After that, we went to all these aircrafts that are just stationed inside AFIT. We went around, we saw a lot of aircrafts. We would touch them, feel them and everything. You know, if you are coming from anywhere like Abuja, all these kind of developing areas, you hardly see aircraft physically, like except you are going for excursion or you are living around airport. So we went around, we saw the aircraft, we touched it. He told me some basic technical details about aircraft, and then we came back. Then we rest. After resting, school began fully. Every. Hey, I will pause for now. If you have stayed to this point, I appreciate you. You're welcome to my life. Please tell me where you're watching from. I will continue later because I think I'm not saying it how I want to say it. So where are you watching from, please? I'll continue in like 3 minutes. This 3 minutes. This 44 December by 45, 46, 47. By 47, I will continue the story I'm saying. I'm telling you guys. Let me also use that period to remember the story. To remember the structure of the story. So it took me. Okay, I'd say I'll continue by 47. So let 47 reach first. Hey, let's go. Okay, so um what the continuation of the story I was talking about. Now, my view of aerospace as now a university student exactly was now seeing the professional aspect and like the this thing, let's say the legal aspect of aerospace. So that they'll tell you not all aerospace engineers are aeronautic engineers, not all these kind of things. I learned that um AFIT is offering BSc aerospace engineering, so they are not actually giving aeronautic engineering degrees, they are only giving you aerospace engineering degree. So if you want to become an aeronautic engineering, after aerospace engineering you have to go and get other license that will give you the license to become an aeronautic engineer. So I learned that, and during that we stayed. When we came back, it was 2 weeks to, I think we had to stay 2 weeks, finish registration. Is it 2 or 3 weeks? I don't know. I think we came 3 weeks, but we had to start registration in the first week, and then why doing registration? Why others? I don't know how it was. I think, sorry, I'm confusing myself here. I think 4 weeks. The first 2 weeks are meant for registration. Then the third weeks back is for late registration, because by that third week class have already started. So while you are doing late registration, while you are going to class, you'll be facing your late registration, and then the fourth week is now time that registration have stopped, except you want to do latest registration. So registration have stopped, and you just face class fully well. So I was introduced to a fellowship, the school fellowship. It's called, as at that time, it's called ACF, AFIT Christian Fellowship. So I was attending AFIT Christian Fellowship, and we were going for service every Sunday, their weekly activities, while attending lectures. And if I should rate their school lectures that time back, more, I'll give it something I will not say here, but it's actually very good to me, but compared to my school where I'm coming from, which they are also very good there. But compare this one to that one now, this one is good, very good. So I saw that they are teaching where their lecturers are punctual, they don't miss classes, all these kind of things. So time came for, okay, before I talk of going back for holiday after the 4 weeks, okay, of registration and first 2 weeks of lecture. So what am I supposed to say, Seth? I first go around and observe their infrastructure, like hostel infrastructure, whether it's conducive for even living. So, and I saw that they have tried, and they also have some little challenges. So after that, all this school time came, we went for holiday. I went back home and I saw my parents again. I saw my siblings. They were happy. Everyone were happy. You know that kind of respect they will give you now. You know, when you travel, you are not a university student. You are no more anyhow. Understand? Just for fun, so you just be doing your big boy. So they will just be happy that they will now be asking you to tell them about your school, show them pictures you've taken, everything. Enjoy the moment. We did Christmas, New Year, and then we came back. That's 2020. Is it 2020? Whatever, I don't know. So we came back. That's 3 years back now, because I'm in 300 level now. So we came back. I came back to school, and school continued from there. Everything continued. So should I end this live here, or should I continue the live video? So everything happened. So now I'm studying mathematics 300 level, Airforce Institute of Technology. Okay, I think I should talk about another story. I'm tired, sha. But I think I should really talk about another story. And the story will be my own say on aerospace engineering or mathematics. Which one is the best? First, if I should tell someone the course to study between aerospace and mathematics, for me, I will not tell you one that is the best, but either list and enumerate the advantage of each over the other. Now, considering different factors, aerospace and mathematics, which is best to study in AFIT? Now, considering the Nigerian factor, you know what I mean by Nigerian factor now. Many people who are studying aerospace are studying it from the passion of science in SS secondary school, where they will show you the solar system, they will teach you about Newton's law, action and reaction, and the joy of the White brothers making something that can fly. So you say want to become an aeronautic engineer so that you can work in that field of flying objects, aviation and everything. But in Nigeria, considering the Nigerian factor, the industries, organizations that support that are very few, right? So if you study aerospace engineering, you will graduate to become Elon Musk of Nigeria, that is, establish your own space and aircraft related company where you will be funding everything, be leading in the field of aerospace engineering in Nigeria, which requires a lot of finance. Or you go and work with an aviation industry, which job is the availability of this thing is very scarce. And I may stop the video any moment from now, shall we? So, but if you look at mathematics now, with mathematics, you can work as a teacher. And I know many people don't like teaching job, but there are teaching jobs that pay very well. You can work as a teacher, you can work as an analyst, you can work as a programmer, you can work as a whatever, anywhere you can work as a all of that. So that's an advantage mathematics have over aerospace in that place. So which one is it? So I think if this live video reach 1 hour, I will just stop it. So which advantage? So, but okay, this also as Nigeria is developing, many things will be getting modernized. So things will be developing, new aviation industries are being created every day, new demand for aerospace graduates is available everywhere, and mathematics students also are also needed everywhere, because analytical people, like people that analyze with high analytical skills, is mathematics, because they are the one that understand the language of the universe and the techniques and technology of the universe. So mathematicians are highly needed everywhere, especially if you know what you are doing. If you are very good in your field, you will get a lot of people looking for you to work with them. For aerospace engineering, you only need them in the field of aviation and aerospace related fields. So that's that. I'll just be waiting for the live video to reach 1 hour, and then I will just end it. It's 56 minutes 25 seconds. So I'll just do it and then so anytime you see this video, you should just tell me what you want me to talk about. As a student of Airforce Institute of Technology, Kaduna, what topic you want me to talk about, or even where in the school you want me to show you, like my classrooms, my more like a school tour, or this will be like a live school tour. So you will be like, you be on my live video. Then if I'm around, maybe around my lecture halls. I can show you my lecture halls if I'm around my whatever. I can just show you. So that's it. So I appreciate all of you guys who join my live. Please like my live video. If you are just joining, like my live videos. I got one new friend. Please like my live video. I'll be ending this live very soon, so I need more like. I need likes. Like my live video. Okay, so it's 1 hour now. That's that for this live video. Bye. Thank you for watching.